All right. Okay, we do have Wi-Fi service. Hello, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. Hello, everyone. This is Tracy Caulfield with the Cushing Chamber, and it is National Small Business Week. And every year we celebrate by going and visiting with our member businesses and finding out more information about them and everything that they have. And I thought that Hilltop Greenhouse, our member Hilltop Greenhouse, was the best way to start this celebration this week with Small Business Week.
Well, I'm glad you thought of it.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So introduce yourself. Who are you?
Well, my name is Billy Preston. We have the Hilltop Greenhouse here in Cushing, Oklahoma. We started actually 16 years ago.
16 years ago.
16
Oh my
years.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
And we started with one little greenhouse, and ever since then we just kind of kept building on. And we got 6 greenhouses full of stuff out there today.
Oh my gosh, 6 greenhouses full. And you were just telling me, how many plants did you pot this year?
We did just a little over 52,000 containers.
52,000 containers. That's how big. That just shows how busy you guys have been. And COVID, and we were talking also about how COVID really helped spark that up.
You know, I tell you, I think ever since the COVID hit, I think everybody's kind of stepped back and started thinking about working on the flower beds and putting in gardens, things like that. Fruit trees, berries. We offer a lot of different things out there, and I think that ever since all this happened, I think a lot of people's been kind of mindful of being a little more self-prepared, I guess you could say.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And before, we're going to take a really quick tour of everything that they've got here at Hilltop Greenhouse, because you're not going to want to miss all of these beautiful flowers and all the colors and everything they have. But you guys are so much more than plants. Way more.
We do offer a lot more than plants.
Yes.
We have everything from fish to we do some metal art out here to we do different soils and we do different mulches. We do different some decor stuff. We do fertilizers. We do even as far as we carry like fish foods and stuff too.
Yeah, so. Fish foods and fish and like the lawn art. We'll show some of that here in a minute too. Do you guys test the soil?
We don't actually here, but we're in pretty close contact with the OSU Extension Office at Stillwater. And actually with that, you take actually the soil and take about 6 different places or so, and actually dig down about 6 inches deep, mix it up with a bucket, take a little bag up there. OSU Extension Office, bottom floor right there. I think it costs less than $20.
Yeah, it's not
definitely
very
worth
expensive.
The money. Especially with the price of fertilizer these days. It's fluctuating daily just now.
Oh, I bet. Have you seen fertilizer and mulch and all that kind of stuff, and just topsoil and things of that nature? Has the price increased?
Yeah. And what's strange about it, and that's even if you can get it. The backside of business has really been a train wreck.
Right.
Let's just speak a lot. But no, like a lot of your mulches and a lot of your potting soils especially all come out Canada. So you think Canadian sphagnum peat and loss, and that's been some issues there. And fertilizer, anybody that's been out farming or plowing fields or adding any kind of fertilizer knows exactly what I'm talking about. I know that. Just to give you an example, I know that the fertilizer we use actually out there in our plants, just to give you an idea, the bags that we used to get last year was like $27, and this year they're like $90.
Oh my gosh!
So I mean, it's a very volatile market right now.
Yes. So if you're I'm sure you've already started your garden and started your seedlings and gotten some plants, but do keep in mind that prices have increased across the board if you have not gotten, your bags of fertilizer, your mulch, your topsoil, and all those kind of things. But you guys are very competitive.
Yes.
Very competitive on your pricing. I have known that for years. On your plants and on your soils and all of that kind of stuff.
Well, and one good thing about it, especially on a lot of our plants, we grow most of it out here.
Yes.
So in a case like that, there's no middleman.
Right.
In a case like that, so I mean, in a case where we grow most of it here, we can actually be very competitive.
Yeah.
In most cases, we're cheaper than a lot of places.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we still maintain quality.
Absolutely. You cannot beat it being grown locally.
Right.
I mean, that's what we're all after.
Well, the plants do better. They're accustomed to what we have here. They're used to the sunshine right here in Oklahoma.
Absolutely. And most that are at big box stores, they are being shipped in. Now, they may be a state away or something like that, but they're still being shipped in.
There's still a lot of stuff being shipped in. I mean, but it's like you can't beat something that's grown locally.
Right. So I also know, before we get started on the tour, I just wanted to make sure we said it at the beginning of this video. What do you have going on this week?
We have all kinds of stuff going on this week. Matter of fact, this is getting into the week of Mother's Day, and we're offering a bunch of daily specials starting tomorrow. We're doing basically a different item each day, and actually I'm sure she'll probably put maybe a link to a pamphlet or something like that.
We will do a post. They've got all kinds of specials for this week, and then there's something else.
Saturday night, actually, for those of you that want something to do for Mother's Day but are unsure what you'd like to do, but you like to get in the dirt and get your hands dirty.
Right.
We have just the thing for you. We're going to do our gardening after hours. Actually, our gardening after hours is going to be basically where we're going to go through and we're going to show everybody how to do the fills, thrills, and spills.
Right.
And we'll actually have dinner with it. And,
cool.
we try to make a whole evening out of it. So something very nice for this good family-oriented time.
Yeah. So bring the kids out. This would be a great activity for kids or even adults. And you're just you want to do something fun with mom that she would enjoy. Saturday night out here, it starts at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Saturday, May 7th, and you'll get a ticket to your container gardening seminar, and it's got dinner. The cost of the seminar is only $10 per person. $10 per person, and that's dinner.
And that includes food. Yeah.
And it includes your dinner and probably the container and your soil and the plant.
The soil, that kind of stuff is going to be additional. You can bring your own containers. Because somebody brings a container this big around,
right? They can get a little costly. Yes.
But the main thing is you always want to put the right plant in the right place. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through and kind of explain what some of that is. You don't want to put your hostas in the sun. You don't put perennials in the shade. Just like on containers, you always want something with some height, something that fills with color, and something that spills over. So we're going to go through and kind of illustrate some of that. There'll probably be some door prizes and all that kind of stuff too.
Wow.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, that is so exciting. So again, we will have this on our Facebook page, and I know you guys will have it on your Facebook page. And then also for the sales, tomorrow, they start tomorrow. The first one for tomorrow is 6.5-inch combo pots for $3.50 each. They're regularly $6.99 each.
Right.
Wow, that's more than half off.
Right, that's just for one day.
Wow. And then Wednesday you got 4.5-inch rounds for $3 each. They're regularly $3.75. Thursday is 3-gallon
Weeks roses.
Weeks roses for $21.99 each. They're regularly $26.99. And Friday is 12-inch floor pots, $16.99 each. They're regularly $22. Saturday is the hanging baskets. I bet that's going to be a busy day. Yeah. Hanging baskets for $16.99, and they're regularly $22. When we do this tour, if you could say, hey, that's one of the hanging baskets.
We'll go through and we'll point out a few things.
Absolutely. Okay, well, let's go ahead and go on a little tour with you. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And if you notice back in the back there, they've got all of their fishies. And so if you need fish for your ponds or for inside, that is the place to go. So
let's go out and take a tour.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. It's so pretty.
First things first, I'm doing all right. First things first, we do have a lot of garden vegetables still. We are getting a little bit limited on a few things, but we still have quite a few, and you're already starting to see some of the hanging baskets up top.
Yes, aren't those gorgeous? Those are just so beautiful.
And we offer a lot of stuff, everything from your little small packed flowers, and we'll go back to the back, and we offer a lot of bigger stuff too.
Absolutely, man. You could I could just sit here for hours and hours and be just perfectly fine until it gets hot out when the sun comes out.
That is true.
Right. It's just so pretty, and there's all of the vegetables. You guys have got just about everything, don't you?
Oh
yeah.
And then we also try to separate. A lot of our annual stuff is mostly inside. We do a lot of our perennial stuff outside. We do offer a pretty good variety of the perennials as well. And you can kind of see what we've got here. These are all things that'll come back.
Right. Yeah.
And here's a few of our roses that'll be on our deal for this week.
Those are gorgeous. Look how pretty those are. My phone's even having a hard time adjusting because it's so bright pink. Those are gorgeous.
See, there's a bunch of them.
Oh yeah, you have just about every single color. Have you ever heard of the Jesus coat, or the roses that are they're multicolored? and I think it's called, oh my goodness.
There's one called a Joseph's coat.
Maybe that's it, and it's multicolored. The roses are, or multicolored coat or something.
Actually, the Joseph's coat is actually a climbing rose. It's actually done by Weeks. You know, and we are actually a Weeks distributor here. We actually grow our own roses. We get them in bare root. And we actually start them usually in January, and we actually grow them from a little stick. And usually by the time spring gets here, about Mother's Day, they're all ready to go.
Wow. Okay. I had just heard of others talking about that particular kind of rose, so I wanted to make sure to ask you. Okay. Yeah. So what else you got? And of course, if you look very closely at a lot of the things they have out here, they have tons of metal art, and it is so cute. Just so much.
Well,
I love
I
it.
appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We actually did expand on them this year. We actually went back a little further. You know, we're slowly starting to run out of room out here, but we actually went back and did most of our trees in the back, and then we did most of our shrubs up here this year. And don't forget to say hi to the cow back there in the back.
Oh, right. Oh, there she is. I don't know if y'all can see the cow, but yeah, that's perfect. Oh.
Back when we originally started, back 16 years ago, we started with this one greenhouse. This was actually the original.
Oh, wow.
And we still have, we do most of our foliage in here anymore. Of course, you can tell it's starting to get a little age on it, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. It still does its function, doesn't it? Yeah.
And we do a lot of foliages. We have a lot of succulents and that kind of thing in here. So.
Okay. So do you have several different kinds of succulents? Because I know those are the big thing, you know, the big trendy.
We do over 75 different varieties of succulents.
Wow.
So we have quite a few.
Yeah.
And then this back here is actually kind of a new addition, this last year, but it's still a work in progress. But you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Eventually, this is going to be kind of our water gardening house. Yeah, so we're going to do water plants. Right now, I have a lot of elephant ears, caladiums, and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, we're eventually going to kind of make this into our water plants back here.
Okay. Yeah, for ponds and for, either the ponds that you have in your backyard or even the big ponds you have back behind your house, right? Because there are some types of plants like the elephant ears and like lily pads that
a lot of things,
yeah,
as well as a bog,
yeah, that you gotta have in your ponds in order to airate them and all that kind of stuff, right?
And, you can't forget the fish.
I know, right?
Anybody that has a pond, and these are actually koi. We do do both basically the Japanese koi and the butterfly koi.
Now, these are the ones that'll grow really big, right?
One little interesting deal of information, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you look at a koi, there's always an easy way to tell the difference between a koi and a goldfish. If you ever notice on a koi, if you look at them real close, they all have whiskers.
Oh.
Even when they're small like that. If you ever look at them, you'll see them swimming, they all have whiskers right on the side of their face there.
Wow. Huh. That's interesting.
So that's always a good way to tell them apart.
Yeah.
We'll head on back here.
Okay.
We're getting back here ways now, but there's still a lot of decent stuff back here too. We do more hanging baskets, as you can see. We're starting to get into some of our bigger containers. These are all of our 4.5 inch rounds. We have like our Gerber daisies and pentas and sun coleuses, and we do even the little purslanes and all that kind of stuff as well. So.
Right.
One of that's actually been doing really well over the past few years is actually what's called a sun patient. And we've been selling a lot of those here over the last few years.
I just have to say the smell in here is amazing. Oh my gosh. And so these are the ones that...
They're actually an impatient, but the cool thing about these, they're an impatient that will actually take the sun.
Oh,
and
wow.
That goes basically for all these here. We tell the colors on those. And like I said, they've been planting a lot of these everywhere. And the cool thing about it, most people think of an impatient as something that likes the shade.
Yeah.
These guys here, they actually will take the full sun. They do like a lot of water, but they get up about 2 foot tall and just covered with flowers.
Wow,
cool.
2 foot tall. Oh my gosh! And so these would be good for the front flower beds, correct? Out in that sun, and they, of course, like you said, handle full sun, full Oklahoma sun.
Right. And that's unusual for an impatient.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to be a little whimsical too. These are actually ornamental peppers. And just to look at them, like they're purple, they're standing at attention. It's just, I don't know, it's just fun.
Yeah, that is really fun. Huh.
Let's head on back to the next greenhouse back there.
Okay.
And this greenhouse that we're going to now is actually it's just built. We actually just did this one last year. So like I said, we keep adding on out here.
All right.
These are also another cool plant too. Along the way, this is called a cucra. And the cool thing about those, it's one of the few plants that'll actually grow in either the sun or the shade. Yeah, there's not too many that'll do that. Yeah, a lot of people like to put them in the shade, and they usually mix them with the hostas, just for the fact that they're both a perennial to come back year after year. And you put that dark purple next to that lime green, it usually looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey, we had a question real quick. Where are you located?
We're located just west of Cushing. We're on Highway 33 at 1520 West Main.
1520 West Main. Yeah, you just start going never
West
eat
out of
soggy
Cushing.
wheat. Yeah, I had to do my never eat soggy wheat.
Basically right where the highway goes from 4-lane to 2-lane. Look to
Yep.
the north. We're right there.
And you've got a big flag
There's
that
a big
says
flag out front.
open
Yeah.
right there by the road, so you can't miss it.
Right.
And you guys are on the right-hand side if you're coming out
north
of
side.
Cushing. Yeah, on the north side. So yeah, if you're going towards Perkins, make this a pit stop for sure, or to Stillwater or something like that. You definitely need to come out here for sure. Yeah. So.
And you can tell back there, there's lots of color.
Yeah. Wow. Those are so beautiful.
These are actually kind of interesting. These are what's called the ivy leaf drains. And the cool thing about the ivy leaves is they're a drain that actually will trail over time. And so instead of something that goes straight up, they're actually kind of made more for a hanging basket.
Huh.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And of course, if you've got an area that just gets hot and dry and you don't know what to plant, nothing will grow, landscape is always a good choice too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That right there, I've discovered, during the hot summertime, you just about can't hardly kill it.
Right. Yeah, you do see those a lot in like full sun flower beds in the front of houses and things like that, for sure. For sure. Well, if you could pick one plant or flower that you have here at Hilltop Greenhouse that is your favorite or the most unique, what would you pick?
Probably here lately, maybe not the most unique, but probably one of my favorites is probably the sun patients that we just saw.
Yeah.
Just because they're an impatient that takes the sun. I love it.
Yeah.
And the ivy leaf drains are pretty cool. Sweet potato vine, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the sun coleus too. Actually, kind of see what it looks like up here.
Oh.
Just for the fact it comes in so many different varieties, shapes, forms.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This is basically the same thing. It's just a different color, so you can kind of see what you can do with that. So you start with something tall like that, and then put something like maybe a euphorbia, which is kind of almost looks like a baby's breath as a field, and put a couple flowers with that, and do some that spills over the front. You got a nice basket.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we're going to go into that in a little more detail on Saturday night.
Oh, cool. Okay. So throughout the summer months, are you guys going to be doing workshops?
We actually have several actions for it. I know we're doing our big one for Mother's Day, which that's always a big hit. Yeah, because a lot of people like to do it. I know last year we did that, and we had several days that brought out about a dozen containers. And they just wanted us to basically help them fill them.
Yeah.
And so we had dinner, and we was out here till it was after dark time we got done.
Oh wow! Wow.
Which our greenhouses all do light up at night, so that actually does work.
I bet.
But it's a lot of fun. But I think we have another lady coming in. I think usually I think she's coming in June, and I think she's going to do we'll talk about fruit trees. I know we always have a lot of interest in different types of fruit trees and what does well here and what does not do well here. There is some. They talk a little bit about maybe some grafting on stuff and all kinds of things. So that's always an interesting one too. And we're talking about putting together maybe something to do with some succulents too as we go into the summertime. Especially as it starts getting hot. People start not really thinking quite so much about the flowers, but succulents is one that you never can go wrong with.
Right, absolutely. And with it being so popular.
Oh yeah.
It's
a big thing this year. Of course, with us, we run pretty much year round out here now.
Yeah.
I know that, like I said, like I was telling you earlier, we did a little over 52,000 containers this year. We started planting actually between Christmas and New Year's.
Wow.
Right through the dead of winter, and then actually in June we'll actually go through and we do all of our own mums out here. So I know like last year I think we did about 3,000 pots. And we're going to do our own mums again this coming year, and we do all grown pansies out here on location too. And I think we're going to do about 15,000 or so of those this year.
Yeah.
So by the time you put all that together, it keeps us busy.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I know every year during the spring and the fall, we always post when you guys come and do our flower beds because we love it so much. You guys always do it so well. I just love it, and all the colors, and every season it's different. You do something different in our front.
We kind of experiment out.
Yes, you do. You do. My question is, can businesses or residential, can they hire you to do that?
We do a few, but it's one of those deals with us. We only have a limited amount of time. Since we're out here, we're out here Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 2, and a lot of times it's Saturday. It may be a lot later than that for you.
Right.
So with us, we do a little bit of it, but we don't have a lot of time.
Right.
It's for the fact that we have a limited crew.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not an advertised thing. It's not something that is part of your business plan. Okay. Because I do get questions like, I would love to have them come do my business or this or that. And I'm like, I don't know, but don't take them away from us. So.
Well, like I said, usually with us, we have a few, that we do. But like I said, with us, it's just, we're limited on our time.
Right.
It's one of those things I don't, if we're able to get it in, I don't mind, on stuff like that. But it's just one of those things. If I can't get to it, usually I'll be pretty much straightforward. Right. There's just no way,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think it's when you guys do ours, it's more of a marketing piece for us, so we can say, if you check out our flower beds, that's all Hilltop Greenhouse. So just so everybody knows now that's what I've been trying to say when people ask if they could hire you out. Is there anything else you would like to tell everyone about?
For the most part, I think that covers most of it anyway. But like I said, I look forward to seeing everybody out, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely, and happy National Small Business Week.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations on your guys' fantastic business. I'm not going to log off quite yet. I'm going to go up front and walk up front with you and just kind of show them the metal artwork, because in the front I've neglected to. I know, I did too. But that's like one of my favorite things to do, is have metal artwork, in our yard and stuff. I've been grounded for a couple of years now from my husband, because I spent so much.
To me, the metal art, especially if you have a corner or something where nothing grows quite right,
Right.
It kind of goes along with your artscapes,
Yes, absolutely. Like I don't even know if anybody can see those outlines, but those are so cool. Those cranes, you put those in by a pond that something won't grow or something like that, and those big flowers. And the butterfly, the butterfly.
It's hard to go wrong with a big giraffe,
right? Right? Or a giraffe with some very kissable lips. Oh, and I bet that is so cute.
Imagine putting the big fur in that.
Yes, absolutely. I can't even get him all in the same shot. He's so big. And you've got some that have fans and stuff. Okay. So where do you get those?
We actually have a lady in town. I don't know if you remember or not, but her, Viva actually does a lot of it for us. She used to be downtown there for years and years and years, and then she's no longer there, and so she came out and worked a deal with us, and we've been doing it ever since. Works out well. So we try to keep it local.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So again, all of the metal artwork is from someone local. She makes all the stuff local, but it's all out here for sale out here at Hilltop Greenhouse. So there is all sorts of varieties. Now, if somebody wanted something custom made, would they be able to order that through you, and then you kind of be the middleman? Would that be?
We actually do some of that, and a lot of it depends on the materials available and that kind of thing like that.
Right.
But we actually do some of that.
Okay. I thought there was something like that, because I think I was wanting a sunflower or something, and we had talked about it years ago. years ago, and I had ended up getting it because, you know, their sunflowers was what everybody saw out there by the post office where their old building used to be. So
talking about the hardscapes type deal, look out there at the big koi pond with the pelicans out there.
oh yeah, those are so cool. Those are really neat. Man, you could just come out here and just have a good day just walking around and buy a couple plants, but just enjoy the scenery. You guys have really done a lot.
Oftentimes it's pretty peaceful out here, really.
Oh, I bet. And you got some huge koi. Are those for sale?
Those right there are actually not. Those we pretty much just keep out here for show. But you can tell they're pretty spoiled. You see how
they're all coming up here. They hear you talking.
a lot of the kids absolutely love them. They all like to come down and feed them. And I'll usually throw them a handful of food. So go out and feed fish.
Yeah, absolutely. And a little waterfall. That is so cool. All right. Well, once again, tell us your address.
We're located out here at 1520 West Main, just west of Cushing, right on Highway 33. Like I said, my name is Billy. My wife's name is Courtney.
Yes.
And so usually, one of the two of us will be here, if not both.
Right. And what's your phone number out here?
Our phone number out here is 918-225-9881. And like if you have questions on what to do with your flower gardens, feel free to give us a call. Actually, a lot of times people will actually take pictures of where their flower bed is at, and kind of pay attention to the sun and shade. And we'll actually sit down, take the time, and kind of help you lay it out. So that way, we'll try to make sure we get the right plant in the right place.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are your hours of operation?
We run Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and Saturday 9 to 2.
Okay, awesome. And of course, you have that big workshop seminar this weekend for Mother's Day. Again, we will have that on our Facebook page, and they will have it on their Facebook page, Hilltop Greenhouse. Thanks again, Billy. We really appreciate it. And again, happy Small Business Week.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.